177 million, and 10,652,986 of personnel emoluments and non-personnel emoluments respectively. The overall proposed budget has been increased from 14,786,746 in 2024 to 16,101,163 in 2025. The increase is 1,314,417, representing 8.9%. May I, from the onset, Chairperson, just indicate that this increase is based really on the PEs, not necessarily on the other functions. The Commission's 2025 budget will finance the implementation of priority programs under 3 budget programs, namely Governance and Standards, Zambia Correction Service Human Resource Management, and Management and Support Services. The programs will, among others, focus on establishment of a Human Resource Management Committee at Correction Service Headquarters, implementing and providing guidelines on management of human resource across all correctional facilities, and conduct quality assurance inspections in adherence to the principles and value-based system of human resource management. Chairperson, this memorandum is meant to provide an analysis of HERD 36 Zambia Correction Service Commission's budget performance during the period 2022 to 2024. In addition, it represents an analysis of Commission's proposed estimates of revenue and expenditure in 2025. Analysis of the Commission's budget allocation 2023-2025. The total budget allocation to the Commission are tabulated in the table as follows. 2025 allocation, year 2023, Chairperson, that was a 2.810583. Approved non-PEs was 6,587,583. In 2024, this current fiscal year, Chairperson, we have 14,786,746. Within that, there's approved PEs of 4,133,760. Approved non-PEs 10,652,986. Chairperson, the proposed budget for 2025 is now been put at 16,101,163, and we are proposing a 5.448177 for PEs, and the non-PEs at 10,652,986. The overall budget allocation to the Commission from 2023 to 2024 have been increasing. Similarly, there is an increase in the proposed 2025 budget for the Commission. But kindly take note, Chair, this is mainly on the side of the PEs. The increase is mostly on personal emoluments. Allocation to personal emoluments PEs was increased from 2.8 to 4.1 in 2024. In 2025, the PEs rose from 4.1 to 5.4, representing a 31.80%. Table allocation by program, Chairperson. We have programs there which are about 3. The first one is Governance and Standards. 2023, we had 2.624,670. In this current fiscal year, Chairperson, we are at 4.572,291, and the proposed one for 2025 has been put at 5.180361. Zambia Correctional Service Human Resource Management, Chairperson, 2023 we had 4.6. 2024, this current year, we're at 7.8. And going forward, 2025, we'll be at 8.7. Management and Support Services, Chairperson. In 2023, we're at 2 million, slightly above 2 million. 2024, this current fiscal year, we're at 2.3. And going forward in 2025, we'll be at 2.1. Obviously, there's a reduction there. Performance of the 2024 budget. As at 30th September 2024, Ministry of Finance National Planning released 5.155764 out of the total allocation of 14.786746, representing a 34.9% release. Out of this amount, 3,553,771 was non-PEs, while 1,601,993 was for PEs. Expenditure by program and sub-program. Chairperson, we have the same programs which I've alluded to earlier on there. There's governance and standards. The approved is 2,624,670. The released is 2.624,670. Actual expenditure 2,624,670. This is for 2023, Chairperson. Under the same 2023, Zambia Correctional Service Human Resource Management, we had 4.690,608. What was released was 4.4, slightly above 4 million, and that's what we were able to expend. The next, Chairperson, is Management and Service Support Services, Executive Office Management. We had 537,824. The next, that's the released, was the exact amount, so we actually were able to spend a whole lot of what we had budgeted for. Human Resource Management and Administration, we're at 1.3, and that 1.3 was released, and therefore we did spend that much. Procurement Management, we had 61,188, and that was released, and that's what we spent. Planning, Policy and Coordination, we had 97,100, and that was released, and that we did spend. So it does give us the totals there. Governance and Standards, that's now in the current fiscal year, Chairperson. We are now at 4,572,291, and out of that, only 1.1 million, slightly over 1.1 million has been released, and that's what we have spent. On Zambia Correction Service Human Resource Management, we are at 7.8, and only 3.2 has been released, and that's what we have spent so far, up to, that's the 30th of September 2024. Management and Service Support Services, Chairperson, under Executive Office Management, we have 559,296, only 333,600 has been released. On Human Resource and Management Administration, we are at 1.5, and only 350,000 has been released. Procurement Management, we have 88,104, and nothing has been released. Planning and Policy, we are at 201 and 140, and nothing has been released. Expenditure by economic classification. Chairperson, personal emoluments, the approved figure is 2,810,583. released is 2,162,477. So the actual expenditure comes to 2,151,634. You may wish to note, Chairperson, that these figures to do with PEs, even though they do appear on the Commission's page in this manner, but these are monies that are spent directly by Ministry of Finance. So we just see them in terms of figures, not in terms of spending, because as you know, salaries are dealt with by the Ministry of Finance. Goods and services, we have 4,405,528 released. It's 4,405,528. So the actual expenditure there is 4,505,512. In terms of assets, we're at 2.1, and the same is released 2.1, and that's what we spent. Personal emoluments, again, that's for 2024 now. What I was reading, Chairperson, was for 2023. 2024, currently this year we are at 4.1, 133,760. What has been released so far is 1.601,993. So that's what we've actually spent. On goods and services, we are at 8.9, and only 3.5 has been released, and that's how much we have spent. Similarly, on assets, we are at 1.7, and nothing has been released, so nothing has been spent. 2025, Chairperson, is what we are presenting this morning, what we are hoping to get for when we get into that fiscal year. 4.0, Chairperson, adequacy of the 2025 budget allocation in meeting the set targets. In 2025, the Commission has a proposed allocation of 16,101,163, composed of 10,652,986 non-PEs and 5,448,177 PEs to be wholly funded by the government. However, funds allocated to PEs are not adequate, as the Commission has only 13 positions filled, leaving 21 unfilled positions. This will affect the effective implementation of the Commission's mandate. 5.0, how the 2025 budget allocation aligns with local and international commitments. The Commission is mandated to take care of human resource management for the Zambia Correction Service, which is responsible for looking after remandees and convicts to keep the countries secured. Hence, the effective management of human resource in the Zambian Correction Service will contribute to maintain the internal security of the country. 6.0, constraints first in executing the budget. The major constraints in executing the budget is inadequate and irregular funding. As you may have noted, Chair, that for this fiscal year, we are only below 40% so far in terms of releases. 8.0, proposed variations of the estimates within the head. The Commission has no proposed variation in estimates within the head. Maybe taking you back to the discussion we had, Chairperson, with the Honorable Minister here, where he did indicate that because of the way the ceilings are given, we seem to be tight with what Minister of Finance is able to give, and we work within that. But that does not mean that it's enough for us to be able to stretch to doing what we can in terms of the targets that we have as a Commission. The output indicators by program. Governance and the standards. Key output indicator, percentage of officers complying to standards. The target obviously is 100, but for 2023 we were at 80. This current fiscal year, 2024, the target again is 100, we are at 85. 2025, of course, we are targeting again 100, and we hope to see that we do better than we've done in the past. A percentage of discipline complaints and appeals. For 2023, the target was 100. We only managed to get 75. For 2024, the target was 100. We only managed to get 80. And we're hoping that 2025 we can do far much better. Percentage of Human Resource Management Committee monitored and evaluated. For 2023, the target was 100. We're at 80. And 2024, this current fiscal year, the target is 100, but we're at 90 as at September. And our hope for 2025 is that probably we could do 100 over 100. Percentage of records managed and maintained. For 2023, we were at 100 and we did 100. This current fiscal year, 2024, we at 100 and so far we've done 90. And we're hoping that in 2025 we could do 100. Zambia Correction Service Human Resource Management. Chairperson, the key output indicators there, percentage of eligible officers regraded. The target for 2023 was 100. We only managed 80. For 2024, the target was 100. We only managed 90. And we're hoping that we can do better for 2025. Percentage of eligible officers seconded, target was 100. We only managed 70. For 2024, 80, 100, but we only managed 80. For eligible officers transferred, chairperson, the target was 100. We managed 75. For 2024, in this current year, we are targeting 100, but we are at 85 so far. For eligible officers separated, the target for 2023 we were at 100, we managed 70. For 2024, 100, we managed 75. For eligible officers confirmed, the target was 100 to have all of them confirmed, but we only managed 90%. For 2024 this year, the target is 100. We are so far sitting at 85. Percentage of eligible officers attached, the target was 100. We are at 80. That was for 2023. This year, target was 100, is 100 rather, but we are at 60. Eligible officers promoted, the target is 100. We are, for 2023, we only managed 50%. For this year, 2024, we target to promote 100%, but we are at 60. In terms of numbers of human resource management committees formed, so far we targeted, for 2023 we had targeted 2 and we managed to have those 2 formed. This year we targeted 6, but we have only done 4. And for 2025 we are targeting to have only 1. Percentage of human resource management committees, capacity building. As you know, chairperson, that we do not just form these, but we need to build capacity so that they know what the commission is delegating to them to do on behalf of the commission. The target for 2023 was 100. We only managed 60. This year we're at 100. So far as at 30th of September, we're at 50. Management and support services, chairperson. Key output indicators, number of procurement plans developed, target is 1, the actual, that was for 2023, the actual was 1, so we managed to do all of them. For 2024 this year, we are at 1 and we've managed to do the 1 so far. Number of training plans prepared, for 2023 we had 1 and we managed to prepare that 1. For 2024 this year, again we prepared 1. Number of strategic plans revived. For 2023, that was the first one since you heard, chairperson, that we are a new commission. We did come up with a strategic plan which is existing, which will go on up to 2026. So that's how you see those 1-1. Chairperson, I employ the committee to favorably consider the proposed allocations to Head 36. And before I submit, chairperson, may I humbly submit that you need to recognize the fact that we're a new commission. And I think we were sitting here when the minister was reading on our behalf the policy for the commission. The way in which we were born caused some kind of disadvantage to the commission, in that our colleagues, the Zambia Police Commission, took everything, literally everything. And so we had to start from zero, nothing, literally. I recall that even in terms of staff, I was alone running a secretariat, the entire commission. We were so blessed that we had the other commission within the same building, and because of that, it was easy for us to borrow staff from them to do the work for us. I imagine if the arrangement wasn't like that, if they were housed elsewhere, it would have been extremely, extremely difficult. And so even the way Minister of Finance started in terms of allocating ceilings for us, we hoped that it could have started at a better note, taking into account the fact that we didn't have anything, no furniture, no transport, nothing, literally, no assets. But we were started almost at a level as though we had all those things and we were just continuing. It wasn't that kind of a situation. So, Chairperson, that's where we find ourselves. And I still, my memory is still fresh, that you did ask to say, is this what would wish to have as a commission? Obviously, no. Would have loved to have had a better kind of a figure that would surely help to operationalize the commission. But probably finding ourselves in the situation we are in, we would really be grateful if your committee would be able to support us to see whether we could be supported better than what is happening at the moment. I submit, Chair.
Thank you very much. Members, I think let's go, page by page. Areas of clarification, page 1. Now, page 1, we know we have given a budget of, I don't know whether you can give a certificate separately. We just want to, we wanted to find out what was the original budget. How much did you ask for? Then where you were given 16 million. That is on page 1.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we had proposed 21 million.
21 million.
But of course, when we got the ceiling, we found ourselves at 16. You may wish to note, Chair, that even the 16 that you are seeing here, we had to actually fight for, because we were at 15. They only added a 1 point something to bring us to 16.
Okay. Okay, page 2.
Maybe, Chair, on the same 16 million, that's where there is even PEs that you don't even use them, because that is an obligation of government, isn't it?
Correct, Chair. That's the position.
Okay, page 2. Page 2, I just want to, no, I'm not very clear. I just want to find out what is involved in the standards on the program, table 2. Governance and the standards.
Chair, this is the monitoring and evaluation. You recall that we did talk about the commission arising from the decentralization policy. We are now decentralizing down to where the bigger population of the staff are in terms of the decision making. So there are some of the functions of the commission that will have to be relegated down to those, but you cannot do that without having to first capacitate them but also be able to monitor to see that they are adhering to the rules of how to go about that.
Okay. And then page 3. Page 4. On page 4, maybe just a clarification on personal enrollment, where your budget approved was 4 million, then what was released was 1.6. Are you telling us that you still, some officers have got arrears, or what is the situation?
Not necessarily arrears, Chairperson. What it is that I think you, in my presentation I talked about the fact that the structure as a commission is at 36, but only 13 are filled, the rest are not. So, and again, these are not like monies that we receive as a commission. It's kept by Ministry of Finance. So they will provide it, but then if there is no tier for us to fill in those positions, you'll find that those monies will still be untouched, and it can only exist for that fiscal year. In the following year, you lose it if you don't fill up those positions.
But have you ever engaged the Minister of Finance on this?
Yes, Chair. We several times. In fact, there is a committee from here, from Parliament, that has been on our neck to finding out why it's taken us long to fill up the positions in order for us to effectively operationalize the Commission. This has also been a thorn in our flesh in that we have discussed with ST, we have discussed with PSMD, of course under Cabinet Office, to making sure that they support us. But as you know, you find that you will get into these discussions and promises are given, and yet the implementation is not done. Chairperson, I would like to think, if I'm giving an example, the Minister of Health requires huge numbers. We always talk about thousands. Honestly, I don't see how Minister of Finance can fail to support filling in of 15 positions or 13. That's really something they can manage. Because when you talk about education, those are thousands. But all we can do on our side is to always knock at their doors, which we have always done, and we are hoping that they will be able to give us that attention.
Okay. Page 5. Page 6. Just on page 6, I need a clarification on the percentage of eligible officers seconded, and also the percentage of eligible officers attached. What do you mean? Are they not the same things? On this table on the 2023, 24, 25, the bottom one, Zambia Correctional Services, Human Resource Management. There are two tables there, columns.
Yes,
Human Resources seconded and Human Resources eligible officers attached and seconded. It is not the same thing.
Chairperson, these are two different things. When an officer is seconded, I suppose they carry the what can I call it? The payroll goes to the receiving institution. If my colleague here was seconded to my institution, he will come with the payroll. But when you are attached, you will still retain the conditions of where you're coming from, and they are the ones that are taking care of you. So you are simply rendering an extended hand, but still being taken care where you're coming from.
Okay. Page 7.
Yeah, maybe Just on page 7, Chair.
Yes.
Commissioner, we were dealing with the head 36, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes, but I've seen your write-up on the very last page. You're urging us to support head 15.
Sorry, Chairperson, that's misleading. We actually, I thought that was withdrawn earlier on in the morning. You know, when we were working together with head 15, and then it's cut and paste. Head 15 is the Honorable Minister who was here earlier, so we are head 36, so it needs to read head 36. We are sorry about that. I hope that immunity has worked on that one.
Okay, thank you.
We did not intend to mislead you.
Thank you very much. Members, any proposal? Okay, Honorable Daka, second. Okay. No, thank you very much, Commission Secretary. As a beginning of this interaction, we give you an immunity. We have come to an end. I'd like now to revoke that immunity and wish you a good day. Thank you very much. It will come again when you appear for another committee.
Oh, thank you very much. The meeting that was adjourned briefly to accommodate the new witness has been called back to order. Colleagues from the Auditor General, and your team, under the auspices of the Vice President for this presentation, you're welcome to the Parliamentary Committee on Parastatal Bodies. In line with Standing Orders 168, the Speaker has assigned this committee to look at the budget for the Auditor General's office. And so we will be listening to a policy statement from Her Honor the Vice President, and thereafter we will allow interventions from members of the committee, and we'll set another date for us to come and interrogate the details of the budget. But for today, we will focus on the policy statement. Sometimes colleagues will think that it's Her Honor the Vice President's question time and may get excited. We will manage that process. So let me begin by allowing members of the committee to introduce themselves, then the Auditor General's office, and we'll proceed in that manner. May I start with the Vice Chairperson?
Afternoon or morning.
Yes, afternoon.
Your Honor the Vice President, afternoon colleagues and everybody else. I am Mutinta Mazoka, nominated Member of Parliament and a member of this committee.
Sorry about that, Chair. Thank you. Stephen Kambu was my name. It's a pleasure to still continue with you as we engage the next witness.
Thank you, Vice President. My name is Rubin O'Brien, Member of Parliament from Provost.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Member Julian, Member of Parliament for Chunawi constituency in Lwapra Province. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good afternoon once again, Your Honor, the Vice President. My name is Brian Kambita, Member of Parliament for Zambezi East constituency in Northwestern Province.
Hello, Chair. Good afternoon, Madam Vice President. I'm Mwana Mapani, Member of Parliament for Namala constituency.
Good afternoon. Anthony Cassandra Mtish for Bangolu in Zambia. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Your Honor, again. Karen Doty from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Secretary.
Good afternoon. I'm Angela Banda from the Office of the Clerk.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, honorable members. I'm Bridget Kalava, Office of the Clerk.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, Honorable. My name is Emmanuel Zulu, economist attached to the Office of the Parliamentary Budget Office for this particular assignment. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chairperson. Afternoon, honorable members. Bono Mpofu from Office of the Auditor General, Director Planning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I now invite the Office of the Auditor General to introduce the team.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chairperson. My name is Aaron Mwambwa, Acting Auditor General. I'll allow my colleagues to introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chairperson. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Stella Nyonda. I'm the Acting Deputy Auditor General for Corporate Services and Specialized Audits. Thank you.
Members of the Auditor General's Office. You can get to the nearest microphone there.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chair. And good afternoon, honorable members. I'm Tamara Ngoma. I'm the Director of Finance at the Office of Auditor General. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, the Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Cynthia Matimba. I'm the Chief Planner in the Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon to the honorable members. My name is Mukoba Mbulakulima, Senior Budget Analyst from the Ministry of Finance and National Planning and Desk Officer for Office of the Auditor General.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Mwika Mpoya, Senior Planner, Office of the Auditor General.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Chair, thank you. Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Emmanuel Chisalo, Acting Principal Planner from Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Simon Munyama. I'm Senior Planner, Office of the Auditor General.
From the Office of the Vice President, my name is Ndiwa Mtelo. I'm the Permanent Secretary in charge of Parliamentary Business. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Chair. My name is Mufat Billy, Director Parliamentary Business from the Office of the Vice President.
Do you want to be Director Planning?
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chairperson and members of this committee. My name is Deborah Daka, Principal Parliamentary Business Officer for the Office of Vice President.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chair. My name is Joseph Lungu from the Office of the Vice President.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Your Honor, once again, and welcome to this meeting that is considering Head 07 Office of the Auditor General. I know that Auditor General is used to auditing others. This committee would like to audit your budget and will listen to submissions from many stakeholders in line with the standing orders 168. The Minister of Finance already presented the budget, so today we're listening to the policy statement from our Honourable Vice President, and then we'll proceed with interventions, and thereafter other stakeholders will come through and will look at the nitty-gritties of your budget. Just to recap, my name is Honourable Dr. Chitalo Chilufya. I'm chairman of this committee. As you appear before this committee, or indeed any other parliamentary committee, you are protected under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which grants members of parliament immunity against prosecution for what they say while in the House. Now this means that information that you give to this committee cannot be used in any court of law against you or outside parliament, as long as it is factual. On the other hand, if you willfully mislead this committee, the same law turns against you. And I'm confident that that is not your intention. You may be rest assured that whatever deliberations are done in here, you are protected under this cap. May I now invite our Honor the Vice President to present the policy statement in support of Head 07. Your Honor the Vice President.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. And I also would like to thank the honorable members. And I want to particularly thank you for protecting me from turning this committee into 45 minutes. And therefore we limit to the budget of the Auditor General's office. Chairperson, I wish to extend my sincere gratitude for according me this opportunity to present the 2025 estimates of expenditure for Head 07, Office of the Auditor General. Chairperson, the Office of the Auditor General is a public office established under Article 249 of the Constitution of Zambia, Amendment Act Number 2 of 2016. The office is charged with the responsibility of providing auditing services to public and other institutions that receive government subventions. The functions of the office are stipulated under Article 250 of the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia, the Public Audit Act Number 18 of 1980, the Public Finance Management Act Number 1 of 2018, the Local Government Act Number 2 of the 2019 and the Constituency Development Fund Act Number 1 of 2024. Chairperson, the role of the Office of the Auditor General is critical to the socio-economic development of the country. Its role includes promoting accountability and transparency in the management of public resources to ensure that resources are used for the intended purposes. Overview of 2024 operations. Chairperson, in 2024, the office was allocated 267,704,069 kwacha for the two programs, namely external audit and assurance and management and support services, and the following milestones were achieved. A. External audit and assurance. Major audit activities were undertaken on financial audits of line ministries such as health, education, agriculture, community development and social welfare, and fisheries and livestock. The office in the process of auditing the 116 local authorities and the Constituency Development Fund. The office is in the process of auditing the 116 local authorities and the Constituency Development Fund. Further, the office is in the process of producing 7 performance audit reports on various thematic areas. The 2 key outputs produced as at 30th September 2024 are 1. Opinion on the on the financial statements of the Republic for the year ended 31st December 2023, issued by 31st May 2024. 2. Audit report on the accounts of the Republic for the financial year ended 31st December 2023, produced by 26th September 2024. B. Management and support services. Major activities implemented under the program and 5. Production of financial report for the Office of the Auditor General. The key output was the administrative report by 30 August 2020. 25 budget estimates. Chairperson, I wish to inform this committee that a total budget provision of 252,264,875 has been allocated to the Office of the Auditor General for the year 2025 for the implementation of the 2 programs. However, there is a 6% reduction in budget allocation for the year from the 2024 budget provision. The office will implement the following 2 programs in the 2025 budget. 1. Internal Audit and Assurance Program. This program is the core function of the office and has 9 sub-programs as follows. B. Specialized audit. C. Local authorities